All right, welcome back. This is the recording number 2, so volume 2, in the first degree Reiki certification program. So in the first recording, we've established what Reiki is. That the word Rei is spiritual wisdom. That Ki is life energy. And the Reiki energy is something that each one of us already has within us. And that this certification program just allows us to understand the energy, to awaken to our own power, potential, and healing abilities, and able to tap into this energetic field and information at will. So let's talk about the Ki, the life energy. Ki is the same as Qi in Chinese, prana in Sanskrit. And in science, it's called the biofield energy. Ki is life energy. It is also known as the vital life force or the universal life energy. It's this flow of all-knowing universal order that flows through all things. It's a non-physical energy that animates all living things. And as long as something is alive, it has life energy circulating through it and surrounding it. And when it dies, the life energy departs. Knowing that energy itself can never be created or destroyed, but is always transforming. So in some aspects, we can think of being able to use the Reiki energy to amplify our lives, to amplify our wishes and desires. It can be the ladder from which we can climb down into the depths of being and up into the realms of spiritual knowing. If your life energy is low, there is a restriction in its flow. This is why many of us go to acupuncture to get the energetic flow of our body moving. I teach in China, and every evening when we're taking our walks after class, there's so many people doing Tai Chi, Qigong. There's so many modalities that reference the energy within our body. Reiki is no different. So it's common sense to say, to know, to agree with, that when our energy is low, our frequency is low. We don't feel as great in our body. And when the flow of energy is really open within our physical body, then life feels better. It's easier. Life force energy plays such an important role in everything that we do. It animates the body and has higher levels of expression. The Ki, the Reiki, is the primary energy of our emotions, thoughts, and spiritual life. The Chinese place great importance on life energy, or Qi. They have studied it for thousands of years and have discovered that there are many different kinds of Qi. The Japanese also think of Ki as having many ways it can express itself. You can also see that this life force energy is used by martial artists in their physical training and mental development. It is used in meditative breathing exercises called pranayama, and by the shamans of all cultures for divination, psychic awareness, manifestation, and healing. Ki, life force energy. It's non-physical energy used by all healers. It is the life force energy that is present all around us and can be accumulated and guided by the mind. However, Reiki is a special kind of Ki. It is a special kind of energy. It is guided by spiritual consciousness and is defined as spiritually guided life energy. This is a meaningful interpretation of the word Reiki because it more closely describes the experience most people have of it. Reiki guiding itself with its own wisdom rather than requiring the direction of the practitioner. We are constantly connected to the field of universal consciousness, of wisdom. We are working within the laws of the universe. And so when we surrender and allow ourselves to be that bridge between heaven and earth, to be the vessel from which the energy can take form, healing form, loving form for self and others, it requires a sense of surrender, a surrender to the wisdom that flows within us and through all things. This is why Reiki is guided by spiritual consciousness. And we trust that the energy is going to go to exactly where it needs to go. And the cool thing is that we just get to practice feeling it, observing it, being present with it, and then receiving the benefits. So if we are born with this energy inside of us, why do we need to take a course? And why do we need to become attuned to it? So those who have been properly attuned to the Reiki energy can begin to practice and experience and play with the benefits of the healing qualities of the Reiki energy. This is because we are constantly raising our frequencies. So in volume 1, we talked about how there could be a little bit of an energetic detox that we experience. It could feel like a flu. We can get headaches. You may be required to sleep a little bit more. You may not want as much noise in your field. But once we begin to up level in our frequencies, the law of attraction begins to work, and we can see it in our life. Like attracts like. Now, Reiki is not taught in the way other healing techniques are taught. The ability to channel Reiki energy is transferred to the student by the Reiki master during an attunement process. During this attunement, the Rei, the spiritual consciousness, makes adjustments in the student's chakras and the energy pathways, and also in the deeper parts of the student's consciousness. And it does this to accommodate its ability to channel Reiki energy. The energy then links the student to the Reiki source. And these changes are unique for each person. So each person is coming through, is interested, is amplifying their own spiritual gifts. The experience that each Reiki student has is different. I can say for myself, when I took my first 2 courses, I felt really discouraged because I didn't think I had any magic powers, so to speak. I didn't see spirit animals. I didn't see color, and I definitely could not feel the Reiki energy. But as I continued to practice, then my own unique gifts came online. And so this is just a reminder to have no expectations, only curiosity. So stay curious about the work. Stay curious of how your unique gifts are going to unfold. And all of it, again, is in the vein of allowing you to feel empowered in your own life and your ability to radiate wisdom, guidance, love, healing for self and for others. Practicing Reiki is just like working out. The more you lift the weights, the stronger you become. The more you practice Reiki, the deeper your connection to the energy becomes. And again, it is important to remember that through all the Reiki attunements, through all the Reiki levels, you may experience a cleansing process. The process affects the physical body as well as the mind and the emotions. It's because the toxins that have been stored in the body may be released because of this higher frequency, along with feelings and thought patterns that are no longer useful. So it may feel like a little bit of a spiritual shit show that you go through when you are connecting and choosing to dance with universal consciousness, love. These are the effects of the toxins being released from areas where they had been stored, and it is a part of the process of releasing them from the body. Changes can also take place in the quality of your emotions and in your consciousness that indicate the release of emotional toxins. These experiences are actually a sign that healing is taking place, so do not be alarmed. Again, it may feel like a little bit of a chaotic shit show, but just trust that this is a sign that old belief systems, energies, things that are no longer serving you and or have never been yours in the first place are moving out. And this is just important to understand so that way, if you are experiencing it, it can be supported. The process can be supported. When we are taking self-development courses or learning energetic modalities, for sure, we will see changes and shifts in our lives. And whenever change takes place, it is important to allow ourselves time, to gift ourselves time for integration and adjustment. That these new tools and information and frequencies need to settle in to not only the physical body, the energetic body, but we also need time to get used to these healthy new conditions so we can practice seeing our own light and sensing into our divine love and power. Integration can look so different. The bottom line is to be able to give yourself what you need. I know that every time that I receive amplified frequencies, I tend to get really agitated and angry. So there's that purging of the deeper subconscious layers that the energies can kind of bring up. I also need more sleep, and I crave dark chocolate and sometimes meat. Integration is grounding these new frequencies into the physical body, the energetic body, and your overall life. You're learning new things. And that just sounds incredibly exciting. But again, integration and time for adjustment is needed. So you may need more rest. You may find yourself sleeping a little bit more, needing cat naps. Drinking water is always beneficial. Spending time quietly contemplating your life or any changes you might need to make to support a healthier lifestyle, all can help you ground this energy. And on that note, let's move into a grounding cord meditation. A grounding cord is a psychic, energetic clearing tool that can be used from the moment you wake up in the morning. It can be used to ground your spaces, your living spaces, your car. I'll talk a little bit more about this later. A grounding cord can be taught to future clients, so that way the energy has a place to go when they're receiving the Reiki treatment. But a grounding cord is something that is placed on the body energetically, that connects your energetic field to the field of the earth. So when we connect and ground into the earth, then we have a place for our energy to move through, to clear. So remember, we can't create or destroy energy, but we can clean it. We can transcend it. So we're allowing the earth to consume this energy that is no longer serving us and receiving back vital life force energy. So this is just a quick tip and tool that has many uses and can be used every day. So let's get into this grounding cord meditation. A grounding cord meditation. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position with the soles of your feet on the floor, the spine straight. And then taking a couple breaths into the heart space. With every breath, allowing yourself to deepen into the now, into self. Just a moment to feel into the body. And then bringing awareness to the space right below your belly button. And in our imagination, we're going to allow ourselves to grow roots, starting at this place about 2 inches below the belly button. You can imagine roots beginning to grow like a tree down the legs, the knees, the shins, through the feet, taking a moment to feel this energy also about 2 to 3 inches away from the physical body. And once you can sense that, then allow the roots to connect into Mother Earth. And as they make their connection into Mother Earth, they begin to grow deep and wide. Dancing in the direction of meeting, connecting with the core of the earth. Take a moment to notice the texture of the roots, the speed at which they want to travel, the direction, the feeling. And once the roots have met and connected to the core of the earth, in your mind's eye, just reach up and give it a little tug to keep it all in place. And then begin to sense how your body is feeling as it's now energetically connected to the core of the earth. As you sense this root system, know that this energetic line is now going to act as a line that will pull and draw down any energy that needs to be released. So you can connect the physical body into the breath. And with every exhale, just know that any energy that is not yours can now be released. Just see it making its way down the root system. And Mother Earth is going to collect all of this energy and spin it. And then begin to send back up the roots. Vital life force energy. So in our mind's eye, we've practiced allowing the roots to draw down anything that can be released at this time. And then allowing ourselves to receive back up the roots vital, loving, nourishing life force energy. Notice how that feels in the body to receive. Maybe there's a color attached to it. And then we're going to sever that grounding cord and we're going to place a new one on. So again, just sense how the body feels now after we've cleared some energy and allowed ourselves to receive clean, clear, vital, loving energy back. And then we're going to very quickly place a new one on. So at the belly button or 2 inches below the belly button, just imagine these roots beginning to grow down the legs, the knees, the shins, the feet, entering into the earth, growing as fast, as deep, and as wide as they want to travel until they meet at the core of the earth. And then just gently give the roots a little tug to keep them in place. And then know that this grounding cord will be with you for the rest of the day.